Welcome back to The Local Show, a service of Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts and Geddes Federal Savings and Loan. The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in Central New York. The Local Show, locally produced by Zoey Advertising. Now, here are your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Welcome back to The Local Show. You've got Tom and Steve. No.
Am I Steve now?
It's George. It's George now. So if you felt calmer today.
Geo for short.
Yes, Geo. And you felt calmer today, and you thought, boy, they don't sound as goofy as they usually do. It's because George is here to even me out.
That's nice. If I'm not called as goofy, that's a good thing.
Yes, nobody's as goofy. On the scale of goofy being 100%, that would be Steve.
Okay,
and you're floating at about a 10%.
Okay,
which is good.
A little goofy is good.
Yeah, the little goofy
not
is
too
good.
Much.
You can't take things too seriously. Anyway, we've been having some fun here talking to a lot of local businesses. That's what we do on The Local Show. And, of course, you can see it all on YouTube. I get served up these little segments of YouTube. Did I tell you about my refrigerator?
No. What about your refrigerator?
You're probably thinking, well, what does your refrigerator have to do with YouTube?
I know. I was kind of curious about that.
Well, we let our son, who's 16, help us pick out the new refrigerator in the remodel. So he picked the most expensive one.
Of
and
course.
it's a Samsung with a 32-inch screen built into it.
I've seen those.
Yes.
That's seriously cool.
It is so cool. So I was like, no, we're not going to get that. And the wife didn't want it. But we ended up getting it. And it is fun because it's got everything that a big tablet would have, but it's built in, including cameras on the inside of the refrigerator. So you can hit one button and it'll show you everything on the inside. Make a food list, tell you when the expiration dates are.
Really?
And identify things.
Scary.
Now, sometimes it identifies it wrong. Like it got tomatoes and it said it was like a steak or something. And I'm like, well, that
a really big
right.
strawberry.
Yeah, or a really big strawberry. But it really is cool and all that. But I can watch YouTube from there. And I can listen. Yeah, from the refrigerator. And I can hit the button and I can get iHeartRadio on the refrigerator.
Oh, that's seriously
cool.
cool.
I listen to the show and watch the show on
Wow.
there. Well, you're having a cup of coffee, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I got it all.
Short walk to the refrigerator to get a snack, right?
Talk about privilege. I'll tell you what, I got the world swinging. I got the world on a string. Anyway, let's talk to Jason Impson right now. He's the president of One Team Facility Service, new to the show, but I guess you've heard the show before.
Have heard the show before, yes.
And you still came in.
Yeah.
That's wacky. But that's good. Jason, what is your background? Where are you from?
I grew up between Cicero and North Syracuse, graduated from CNS.
Oh, you did, huh? What year did you graduate?
96.
96.
Okay.
Let's see, my kids are a little younger. Yeah, a little younger, so that's too bad. But anyway, yeah, we're just down the road. We're over in the Pastures, if you know where the Pastures is on South Bay Road.
Yep.
Yeah, so we've been up that way 30 years now. Well, that place is like a college, CNS. I take my son's 16. He's still over at the high school. It's
been a long time since I've been there.
Yeah, right.
The whole area has grown up a lot.
So you're from Syracuse. You're from the area, from Cicero. And what is this business of yours? One Team. I don't get it.
What do you guys do?
Yeah, what do you do?
So facility services. We can handle any janitorial, custodial needs, cleaning. We also have a project side to our business where we're involved in carpet cleaning, windows, doors, things like that. We also get into like post-construction cleaning, so we're working with a lot of general contractors, on site, things like that. And it's keeping us running 100 miles an hour. We're a relatively new company, but we saw a need in the industry, and so we decided to.
How long have you been doing it?
2019, the company was formed, October 2019.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. Just before COVID.
Yep.
So then COVID came, and did you find yourself busy during COVID?
Yeah. So it actually started. I was in manufacturing for a good while, in food manufacturing specifically. We had a need in the plant that I was managing, and my partner, who's obviously not with us today, is started the company with some assistance from myself. In 2019, obviously COVID hit. The plant where we were working was deemed necessary, so able to keep functioning. So we were able to keep functioning as well. Post-COVID, coming out of that, that's when I decided to come on, full-time earlier this year, really doing some part-time stuff, before that, but full-time early this year, and hit the ground running, and we're growing, and sometimes getting a little busier than you feel like you can handle, which is a good problem.
That's a good problem.
Yep.
So, you know what they say, Tom? I don't know if you've ever heard that businesses that start up in the difficult times like COVID actually many times more successful in the long run.
I would imagine.
You,
Yeah.
you start off that. How many folks are working with you over there?
Right now we're about 15 employees. Wow. Yep.
That's
Well,
awesome.
a great candidate for payroll made simple over here. That's yeah, and George is a big tax guy, right? You've probably heard George Powers.
Yep.
So go to gpowers.com and check him out. There, you got a client. Can't cue that one up any better.
That's right. That's an easy shot softball there. Now, so basically you clean. Would it be fair to say you clean anything?
That would be very fair. Very
Okay.
fair to say we'll clean anything. We'll look at anything. Getting into we saw the need in the industry, and there's some struggles. We go into meetings with potential clients and hear the same complaints over and over and over and over again. Almost it's almost.
Like what? What do they complain about for cleaning?
The service they have,
okay.
currently,
Yeah.
Where
Gotcha.
it's just, little communication, employees that aren't always doing the work,
right,
that kind of thing.
Pretending like they're
Yep.
vacuuming and they're not.
Exactly, or not doing it,
Or just not doing it
hiding
all.
in the mop closet on the cell phone, that type of thing.
Right.
And so we saw the need and started to question, why is that? And my passion, myself, and I know Mark, my partner, is the people.
Yes.
So we didn't go into the industry. We saw a need in the industry, and we saw opportunity to bring some people along with us. And so we're very passionate about the development of our staff.
Right.
And looking at the industry, as I started doing research, that oftentimes is a lot of the problem is the staffing is left to themselves. Very little training, very little communication. In many cases it's part-time work, and it's low-paying work. So we set out to make sure we're looking at clients that will afford us the opportunity to employ people full-time, and then pay those people healthy living, and be able to bring them along with
That's great.
along on the ride with us.
I think that some of the services, like you were talking about construction and being able to get rid of debris and stuff, people don't know where to take things.
Oh, yeah,
in my remodel, I had no idea. I got to call somebody to come and haul it away, and I don't know how much money that's going to be.
Yep.
But you guys take care of that stuff.
Yep.
You
It
do
depends on the need of the client. Right now we're getting into some more technical side of the business, which is fun for me with my background in manufacturing. More operations background. I'm not good at the sales and the marketing and that kind of stuff. I love seeing cause and effect and
Sure.
efficiencies and things like that. And we've been very successful as of late. Getting in on some of these projects and being able to provide not just a service, but being able to provide a service that is far-reaching into their efficiencies and things like that. If you think about a construction site and you have tradesmen that are there and paid well to do the trades that they're experienced at, if we can come in and remove that task from their daily need, then they can be more efficient in what they're doing. And so it's been a great success for us, and it's helping us grow, and it's exciting.
A win-win.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I imagine it's general construction debris, not like plutonium or anything like that.
We haven't gotten into any
Remedial.
plutonium yet.
Yes,
That's right.
Okay. You're not glowing yet.
That's very good. Well, that's Jason Impson. I'd love to have you on again, and we can unpack more. He's the president of One Team Facility Service, and you want to give a shout out to your partner? Who's that?
That's Mark Coyne.
Okay, Mark. Yep. Okay, great. So wonderful what you're doing out there, and keep it going. Don't give up.
Thank you very much.
They say most businesses fail within the first 5 minutes. So
that's
you've
not
made
part
it
of our
beyond
plan.
that.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. Hey, George, that's going to wrap things up. Thank you for hanging out with me.
It was a ball. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we'll have you on every week. All right, when you're not busy. On behalf of the local show, Zoey Advertising, Tom and Steve and George, God bless you and your families, and take a walk every day with a family or a member or a friend, because it keeps the weight down and the mind clear. It's good stuff for you. The local show is heard every Saturday morning from 11 to 1, and then again on Sunday morning from 7 to 9. Listen together together with a friend. Until next week, get down to business and keep doing business locally. Tell your friends about The Local Show right here on 570 WSYR 1069 FM, the iHeartRadio app, and on YouTube at Zoey Advertising 3809.